If there is anybody here with us, can you make your presence known? Oop. Where'd that come from?
Hello? It sounds like something's walking. There was a sounded female.
Temperature's fluctuating.
We're picking up a manifestation. It's getting ready to do something.
Hello?
Jason, you are a plumber by trade, so you're used to investigating scary, dark places, but at what point did you realize that it's not just the pipes? In other words, when did you first get interested in the supernatural?
Actually, long before I was a plumber. It's back in about 1990, I got involved in the paranormal field. I had an experience that I just wanted to try to understand how it's possible. And you look out there and everybody claims everything is a ghost, everything's paranormal. And I didn't see it that way. And about that time, Steve had made contact with me. And I mean, ever since, we've been looking for the real explanation, believing over 80% of all claims can be disproved.
To me, a claim like this, if you already have something that's ready to fall, it's gonna fall.
For over 30 years now, we've been doing what we love to do.
And Steve, as a former police officer, you have that investigative mind, and you've investigated over 1,000 reportedly haunted sites. Define what a ghost is.
What everybody thinks of, it is that earthbound spirit, somebody that was once living here and is now transcended to a different realm, whether it's the afterlife or something we don't quite understand. I think there are other types of ghosts people can be tuned into as well. You have spirits that don't have a personality to them. They're just energy based. And there are things that people can see that is just energy and doesn't have and never has had any human type of personality to it.
Yeah, it's interesting when we talk about ghosts. I think most people believe deep down, but a lot of people who are naysayers, right? But when you think about the fact that, you know, energy never leaves the earth, where does that energy go, right? We're all made of energy. Ghost Hunters, the reality series.
There's walking coming from above us.
Oh,
Go for Dave?
Hey, you guys are in the schoolhouse, right?
Correct.
All right, so that means nobody's in the church, correct?
Correct.
Today, you have more tools to work with than ever.
We have a DVR camera and a thermal camera.
Sounds like something's walking.
I hear it already.
Oh, there was just a figure at the end of the hall.
Tell us about the lengths that you go, Jason, to try and capture this energy.
We're using different LiDAR systems and sonar systems. Now we're working with electrical engineers to develop equipment that we think can be beneficial to help try to figure out what's going on, whether it's paranormal or not. I mean, we found everything from what we believe to be paranormal, just para meaning beyond, so beyond the normal of what we're used to, right down to other issues that had nothing to do with the paranormal. And we found animals in the walls. We found people over-medicated, under-medicated, self-medicating. So you need to take everything into consideration when you're going in and investigating. And you need to look for any other possibility, not just paranormal.
Are you still walking the grounds?
There was a silhouette and something blew past me.
I felt unwanted, like I needed to get out of there now.
And that's what I love about it, because you're willing to admit, say, okay, that we found out what this, it was the pipes in this case, right? But other times you have no explanation.
Did somebody just...
Yeah, I just heard that.
You did hear that? Okay.
Steve, tell us about the new season and what we can expect.
I think people can expect what they remember and what they loved about our original episodes and investigations, our style, procedures, our protocols. But also, we've grown as investigators. We have new techniques, we have new experimentation, we have new equipment, new gadgets. We're getting better evidence than we ever got before. And with the new episodes, we have a real deep focus on really helping the people who are involved with trying to choose cases where there truly is a client that needs help. And that has been really fulfilling and quite awesome.
He does have some staff that are afraid. They really are.
One guy actually it was like something was punching the tables as this guy was walking by it.
Really?
I mean, that's like be a little intimidating.
Oftentimes you'll go to places that we've all heard of historically as being haunted. You'll find new places as well. Was there a spot in particular where you said, I don't know what this is, but I don't need to hang out here?
Well, there's a lot of different spots that we go in, and we have no idea what we're walking into. I mean, we were checking out a farmhouse, an old farmhouse in Tennessee. We had the rock legend Meatloaf join us on that investigation, and just finding the history at that location And seeing if it connected with any of the evidence we were able to document was amazing enough. Checking out old Joliet prison, where these inmates built a prison around themselves, and be able to document some activity that we caught there.
What is that?
Whoa. If you want us to leave.
Oh.
Which was pretty much the same activity that other people had caught in the past that we didn't know about at the time.
There was a gentleman roughly 7'1", and he vanished right in front of my eyes.
There's just so many great things that are on so many episodes this season, and people can just tune into Discovery Plus and check out all 14 seasons. I mean, it's like having your total DVD collection right there at the push of a button.
Right. And you know, you touched on it earlier about not just ghosts as we know them, but paranormal, something extra, something different. There's that Virginia castle that possibly was visited by UFOs.
We look at any possibility. There's Bacon's Castle. There were claims of this mysterious light for centuries that's been going on. Steve and others were able to have some phenomenal experiences there.
We tried to get to the bottom of a lot of things, but we had some really awesome experiences there, and some may be surrounding that Bacon's Castle light phenomena, but we tried to really figure it out. We even brought in Ben Hansen to join us, and he's a ufologist who is in the field, and seeing if he could help figure some things out. But I tell you, not to spoil much, but we didn't figure much out. You know? And when we can't figure things out, it usually ends up being paranormal, you know, not to tip the boat too much. But
yeah, but there's not a yes or a no, which still leaves doubt and still leaves questions, right? Let me wrap up with, in the bigger picture, why it can be important to watch a show like this and do it without judgment at first.
First off, people have followed us for so long, and they know that we're going in looking for a real answer, real explanations, trying to truly figure what's going on. I mean, this show started back in 2004. I mean, it's pretty much created a genre of television. And just the fact that we're back together doing what we do as a team under the name that we started it all with. The people who watched the show in the past will definitely remember a lot of stuff and love it. And those who haven't seen it will check it out and realize that it's a really interesting show. And you're able to follow us from the start and the finish to the investigation and watch us put all those pieces of the puzzle together to try to figure out what's truly going on.
You won't scare us. So if you want to come out and talk to us, we won't run away. We'll come towards you, and we could all figure this out together.
Yeah, and for me, it just reminds me, because I'm kind of weird like that, but just reminds me to look at things with a third eye. Sometimes not be so quick to judge just everyday life. Gentlemen, you know, when you say ghost and paranormal, I look around the room and I'm thinking, there's probably 100 other people in the studio here with me, and what was that? Hey, boo, boo, go away. Okay, I'm not talking to you. Actually, y'all do have to go away now, but thank you very much for joining us today. I'm gonna have to deal with this ghost back here.
Thank you very much for having us.
Good luck.
Yeah, this one's real. We know this one's real.